This is obviously a conversation we need to have. You see, as much as you want to make millions of dollars trading meme coins, right? You have to acknowledge the fact that there are a lot of things that can actually go very wrong. Number one, first of all, you have to understand that if you are interested in trading meme coins, then you've got a very high risk appetite. Okay? If you've got a very high risk appetite or high risk tolerance, then a lot of things can go wrong. Number two, you are trading a niche that just started out where there's no regulation and pretty much anything can go. If you combine those 2 points, right? High risk appetite plus a non regulated, very, very crazy territory, that's obviously a recipe for disaster. Number three, right? You are obviously a person who's you've got an addictive personality. If you do have an addictive personality, right, then you are most likely a gambler. You see, gambling is very different. It comes on different levels, and trading meme coins, especially without a plan, is most likely gambling for the most part. Of course, probability does, play a role, especially if you know what you're doing, especially with regards to the filters and all that stuff. But there's a lot of people who are the most amount of people who gravitate towards gambling or rather towards meme coin are highly likely to gamble, and they've got a very addictive personality. So if you are not really in the position of understanding that fact about yourself, right, it's very difficult for you to think of the solutions and just basically to hit the bricks. So the reason why we're having this conversation is so that you know what is wrong with you, and one of the many reasons why you probably haven't succeeded trading meme coins. You see, the first step that you need to make before you even become a meme coin millionaire is, first of all, to understand yourself. Understand the key attributes that really make you gravitate towards meme coin. Now, I know a lot of you guys have got very valid reasons. A lot of you probably are trying to get into the newest technology, the newest wave, so that you can be the first movers, or rather the first people to take advantage of an upcoming sort of industry, which is very good. You know, it can work for you, or it can also work against you. Imagine the people who were investing in the dot-com bubble that never really got to recover. You see, most of the times, right, we mostly hear successful stories. Successful stories and success stories are literally a tip of the iceberg. So, if you understand the territory that you are in, and if you also understand your attributes as a human being, and the attributes of your environment, it's very easy for you to plan. The reason I really wanted to talk about this is people neglect the dark, or rather the dark psychological effects that trading meme coin, has on people. For example, I know for a fact that ever since I started aggressively trading meme coins, right, I've been experiencing a lot of anxiety, mood swings, and just emotional trauma, because there's a lot at stake. I can really win a lot and I can also lose a lot. So the fine balance between you being able to like strike big, hitting 100x, and you basically going to zero are equal. The chances are pretty much equal if you put it that way, especially if you are trenching on a daily basis. And for the most part, right, a lot of you guys have had relationships, get affected because you can't literally get to talk to regular people. People who do not trade meme coins do not understand what meme coin, trenchers go through. And sometimes this is one of the reasons why you obviously, seek refuge on the internet, because you are able to relate with people. You are going through the same struggles. You see people going through the same emotions like you, and it's very easy for you to relate. But when it comes to regular people, right, try explaining the the thrills that you go through, especially when trading meme coins to a regular person. They wouldn't get it. You understand? So the reason why I really wanted to make this video is for me to emphasize the territory that you are getting yourself into. You can really win big, or you can lose literally everything, including your emotional balance, and this is one of the reasons why you have to be prepared. And most of the times, right, people who trade meme coins, if you really get to do self introspection, even on yourself, how many times have you you know traded a very good meme coin? It was going very well, you made probably like a 5x and above, and you knew that it was time to take profit, and you knew that if you sort of hesitate, the profits are going to evaporate, they're going to fade away. Raise up your hand if you didn't take profit, right? The reasons why that usually happens is because we've got this mentality saying, like, I need 100x. This particular meme coin project that I'm investing in is the one that's going to make me $1 million, because you have been sort of imprinted with this get rich quick scheme with regards to meme coins. It just takes one project in order for you to like sort of become a millionaire and just basically retire. And this is one of the reasons why you are probably very hesitant when it comes to profit taking. So the reason why I wanted to emphasize on profit taking is because profit taking is a very important key to grooming your consistency in terms of improving your portfolio, and just basically just working on, pulling the trigger. Pulling the trigger is going to allow you to be emotionless when it comes to meme coin trading, and is going to sort of allow you to be disciplined in terms of knowing what needs to be done. If it needs if a particular trade is not really going your way, right, you have to exit. You have to hit your stop loss. Your trading stop loss has to be in place, and you guys just basically have to keep it moving. If you are not consistent with profit taking, right, eventually you're going to run your portfolio to zero. However, if you are consistent with profit taking, regardless of how small it is, regardless of it being less than 100% profit, even if you get 45% profit, 35% profit, program your brain to always take profit. When you take profit, eventually you're going to stumble on a very good trade, which is probably going to do like a 10x, 100x, 1000x, etc. However, make sure you've got a habit of always securing your initial investments. If you invest a $500 in a particular meme coin trade, right, a meme coin project, if it doubles, always train yourself to always get your $500 back, and then you just basically gamble, or rather have faith, because a lot of you guys are very optimistic, because a lot of pessimistic people would never ever trade meme coins. And this is one of the reasons why it's very important for you to, just like I was telling you, right, to understand yourself from a character attribute profile. Are you a very pessimistic person? Are you a very optimistic person? And most of the times, right, a lot of KOLs that you follow, right? A lot of key opinion leaders that you follow, a lot of people who've got very extreme success stories. I would cite examples of Orange, right? And a lot of other meme coin influencers that you know. Did you know that a lot of them make money from marketing, affiliate marketing that is, and selling products? Meme coin trading basically doesn't really make a majority of their earnings. A lot of their earnings come through from marketing and selling products. This is how they make money. So it's very easy for them to sort of use that money. And moreover, a lot of them have got huge following. So it's very easy for them to sort of push any project. But you are a regular person. You probably don't have a group. You probably don't have any other sort of income coming through. You're most likely removing money from your other hustles and just basically losing it when it comes to meme coin trading. So the point is, you are not really these types of people. So your strategy is supposed to be very different. You understand? And this is one of the reasons why I really want to highlight the fact that you are a very optimistic person who's got a very highly addictive personality, who's likely to be a gambler. You know, even though you're not really going to Las Vegas and just basically spinning all your money away, it's like literally the same. So if you understand your characteristics, right, you're probably going to come up with measures to sort of make yourself a better trader. Rule number one when it comes to trading: know thyself. If you understand how you operate, how you basically function, and how likely you are able to think, you're going to be able to sort of set rules that are going to help you become a better trader. And I really want you to sort of understand your risk. You know, risk analysis is a very, very important aspect of meme coin trading. You have to be able to set in other measures that are really going to help you sort of, just have a better chance of surviving and just basically being able to safeguard your portfolio. If it comes to using trading stop losses, if you know you are very weak as far as taking profit is concerned, use a trailing stop loss. You guys already know the type of trading bot that I use that enables me to use a trailing stop loss, right? We've got Sniperoo. I've been preaching about Sniperoo for a very long period of time. You guys already understand how to use a trailing stop loss. A trailing stop loss is going to allow you to always take profit whenever you are profitable. Therefore, each and every day, your portfolio is going to be growing. Okay? If you use a static stop loss, your risk tolerance, or rather your risk is going to be minimized, because you're not literally going to be able to sort of lose everything. You're just going to lose like a portion of whatever you are bidding, and then if you also understand the order blocks, support, resistance, the snipers, block 0, block 1, support and resistance levels, right? You're going to be able to minimize your risk. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why a lot of people, quite sadly, end up losing way much more money when it comes to meme coin trading. So these are the few things that a lot of people do not really get to talk about, and it's really sad. It's really sad what a lot of people are going through, because a lot of people have blown their accounts. A lot of people have lost family money. A lot of people have gone in debt because of this addictive personality, because you cannot quit. You cannot really understand when to sort of, step on the brakes. And if you do self-introspection, if you highlight your trades and you basically go through each and every trade, come up with a journal and figure out where you went wrong, you guys are going to be better traders. And obviously, you're obviously going to end up, making $1 million US, and so on and so forth. Please let me know in the comment section below, what things did you learn about yourself that have sort of improved your trading thus far? And what has been your biggest challenge as far as meme coin trading is concerned? So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a lot of educational material. And I just thought of, talking to you about this, because this is something that I have personally, experienced. And I know there's quite a lot of you out there who've been dealing with a lot of anxiety, emotional imbalance, and you're just going through a whole lot of stuff that other regular people cannot relate. So yeah, talk to me in the comment section below. Remember, all the links are in the description box. So yeah, make sure you check out Axiom Pro, Sniperoo. Everything is in the description box below. Talk to you a little bit later. Bye.